All right, I want to start this lesson by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles and teachers and wise men of great millstone that I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salutations out there to the elect. All right, I want to start this lesson in the book of Luke 4, chapter 4. Let's start at verse 1. It says, the heading says, the temptation of Yahushua. It says Jesus, but that's not his name. His name is Yahushua. That's the Lord's name. It says, and Yahushua, being full of the Holy Spirit, returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit in the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil. And in those days he did eat nothing, and when they were ended, afterwards he hungered. And the devil said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, command this stone that it be made bread. So the devil, or Satan, he was trying to tempt the Lord to deny the Father. And Yahushua answered him, saying, it is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Most High. Verse 5, and the devil, taking him up unto a very high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment in time. And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whosoever I will, it's like it, unto whomsoever I will give it. Verse 7, if thou therefore will worship me, all shall be thine. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. So Yahushua, he didn't deny the Lord, the Most High, in the presence of Satan, even though he was tempted. It says, and he brought him to Jerusalem and set him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down from thence. For it is written, he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahushua answered them and answered and said unto him, it is said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord. And you have a lot of people out here, they tempt the Lord with their foolish acts. Even doing foolish acts like this. Let's play this video. Let's show you some of the foolish things or some of the foolish ways that people tempt the Lord. Look at this. It says, trespassers climb to the top of the Empire State Building. Watch this.
We are following breaking news out of New York City, where at least 2 people have climbed to the very top of the Empire State Building. You can see them there. They're on the antenna with a flag.
That is 1,554 feet above the ground. They appear to be protesters and have unfurled a banner that says, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace. NBC New York is covering all of it. We're going to take a listen right now to their coverage.
We're able to see what was written on that flag that we have talked about. But in terms of down here on the ground, I mean, this is another day in Midtown. People are rushing to work. They're rushing to lunchtime. They're rushing to Penn Station. There's people here for the World Cup, of course. There's people really swirling around MSG as there's so much activity going on, and questions, of course, about Taylor Swift's wedding. And that's exactly.
And this is how you tempt the Lord. Look at these protesters. What in the world made them want to climb the Empire State Building just to protest? You see? And this is what it looks like to tempt the Lord. You see? When Satan was tempting the Lord, he took the Lord Yahushua to the top, or to upon a pinnacle of the temple. And he tried to get him to jump off by tempting him, saying the angels, he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee. You see, lest thou any time thou darest thy foot against a stone. So Satan tried to tempt Yahushua by jumping off the pinnacle of the temple. But the Lord knew that Satan was trying to get him to tempt the Lord. You see, even Yahushua knew that thou shalt not tempt the Lord. You see, and you have people out here tempting the Lord by doing stupid things like this. You see this? Salakia. There's no way I would climb the Empire State Building just to protest. Now, what if they jump? What if Satan influences their mind to have them jump? You see, and then they would lose their life. You see, because these people are people of the world. I doubt they know the Lord. These look like a pair of Edomites. So thou shalt not tempt the Lord, especially like this. It's crazy. Talakia. Oh, darn. Talakia.
What we were doing just a block away from all of this unfolding, of course, at the Empire State Building, that I can tell you that there's a lot of confusion. Now, of course, that I'm standing here reporting to you live, there's several people behind me listening to what I'm saying, and now they're looking up, but really people are going to where they need to go. So really business as usual while we are looking up at just this incredible and terrifying sight. These two people on top of the spire of the Empire State Building, clearly making a massive statement, given that they are high above Midtown and high above the Empire State Building, with that message reading that when the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace. And we, of course, as John mentioned, it is a quote and a reference to Jimi Hendrix. So, yeah, a lot of normalcy happening on the ground here in New York City as people are bopping around doing what they need to do. But, yeah, just what a sight that we are seeing even from the ground, to see that flag flying just high above Midtown, Gilma.
Yeah, New Yorkers largely unfazed, as they tend to be. But Jess, while I have you there, I'm guessing you can see the flag. This is still over 1,400 feet high, so can they even make out anything else that's happening without the help of say, a chopper camera like we have right now?
Exactly. Just from my eyes, we looked up, of course.
Jessica Cunnington, thank you for sharing what you can see from your vantage point. Right now, you're taking a live look at our sky camera that is on the Empire State Building. It's offering a different...
This is just foolishness. Now, this is how you tempt the Lord. You see, there were other stories that happened to where people, they tempted the Lord just like these idiots did by climbing structures hundreds of feet high. It's like hundreds of feet high, and they fell to their death. You see, this is what foolishness looks like. This is what rebellion looks like. Protesters. It's crazy.
Perspective here, you can see what doesn't change, though, is that you can see these two people hanging on precariously. They've unfurled this banner here for the better part of 30 minutes now. Joining us on the phone is Terrence Monahan, former NYPD Chief of Department and NBC4 contributor. Terrence, can you tell us whether you've ever seen a protest similar to this before? This is a very rare sight for us, and whether you know anything about how they could have scaled the Empire State Building and avoided all the security measures in place.
That's some questions that are going to have to be answered. You know, Empire State Building has their own private security up there that's very aware as to what's going on. I've never seen anything like this on a building the size of the Empire State Building. You know, we've seen this quite often, people climbing towers of bridges to hang signs, and we've gone there, we've made arrests. I know PD's responding there now, working with the security over at the Empire State Building to get these individuals into custody and just find out what the heck they're doing and how they did it. There's a lot of questions to be answered.
And Terry, it looks like the best case scenario right now is for these two individuals
Okay,
to
you've been
make
listening
their
to
way
NBC
down
New York.
safely.
Clearly breathtaking, terrifying images. Not clear how.
Yep, and this is how you tempt the Lord. If they were to slip and fall, which that would be Satan doing it, the Lord would send an evil spirit to cause them to tempt and fall. But this is how you tempt the Lord. The Lord would send Satan to judge these people if it was their time to go. You see? This is how you tempt the Lord. A perfect example. If any one of these fools slip, they're done. Two Edomites. Looks like two Edomites. But anyway, I'll end the lesson here. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. Do not tempt the Lord. Shalom.